And we got the Durango HellCat in here. I'm just gonna knock some brakes out on it real quick. Give you all just a quick little video. Swapping out brakes. Yeah, look at those pads. Down to the wear bars in the rear. And then gonna take a look at the front pads. Look good. They got a lot of life left, so. But we'll take them apart and double check the insides, make sure they're not wearing unevenly. That one looks pretty good. And then we go to the rear. Oh yeah. The wear tab ain't even on this one unless it's on the bottom. Oh yeah, it's down there on the bottom, I see it. All right, so yeah, we'll get this thing jacked up since all the lifts are taken up currently. And we'll show you guys how to take this thing apart. I got the HellCat Ram going back together just with a stock motor setup. You don't want to push too much power. And I'm getting ready to do the brakes on this HellCat setup. But this one comes from the factory like that. This one is swapped over. But yeah, let's go ahead and get to work. I'm gonna grab a jack, get the wheels off. All right, we got our first wheel off. Get a better look at the pads. They were right there. See that wear bar? So they were due for sure. All right, so we knocked 2 pins out the back, which they look like these. They sit in here like this, but we just knocked them out the back, pulled them out. There was this little cage piece that sits in the middle to hold both brake pads. And then these are the old pads. You can see they were right at the wear bar. There's a bunch of ways you could press this down. I typically just use a flathead, and then I'm careful of the rubber seal around the edge of the piston. But what I essentially do, I already compressed this one in, but I just push it in and you just do little by little. So you gotta get this backside, push that in. So you see how they're going in a little bit as I'm going. All right, so I got both the brake pads slid into place. Got the new hardware in my hand. This is gonna sit down flush against the pads like so, and then the tip of this pin is gonna ride through the top of here just to hold that in place. Looks like everything is good to go. Customer's not experiencing no shaking or nothing, so no reason for us to replace the rotor. I'm gonna go ahead and get the wheel put on, and then we'll move over to the other side and I'll show you guys more in depth about removing the pins and stuff, because I know I totally missed that in the beginning. Lug nuts always get stuck if y'all know these chromies. That's why I got a hammer. All right, so I'm gonna use my punch right here on the tip with the hammer, and I'm gonna knock that top pin out. So let's go ahead and knock that out real quick. All right, I pulled the first pin out and the retainer came off. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this other pin out, and then getting these pads out sometimes are hard. What I do is I'll grab my pry bar, and then just in between the rotor and the pad, I'll just start prying it forward, bottom to top, to get it to slide out. But just be careful you don't scratch the rotor. Once you get one out, the second one pops out pretty easy, like that. It's a little pain. Cool. There we go. And the back one will come right out, as you can see. You can see how the pistons are all sticking out. So typically what I do, just be careful. You want to do them little by little so one doesn't go up higher than the other. But you just want to be careful of the rubbers and just work them one by one. Like I said, there's other ways to do this, but without removing the whole caliper, this is typically the easiest way. They come out less and less each time I do it. Replacing the rotor or not, always, if you don't have air access, just get some brake clean. You want to get all that brake dust and whatever you can out to prevent noise and squealing and stuff like that with the new pads. Got this first one going back in.
For 3 days, maybe we should try it. Hammered it.
It's hard to do it with one hand, but there we go. Got it slid into place. Get this back one slid in. Perfect. So we'll get our hardware, line our hardware up, and then we'll push our pins through. Got the top pin going in. Let's go ahead and get the bottom pin put in. All right, we're gonna knock them in place now. Just like that. Got both pins in. They're both flush on the back side. So we'll just blow it out with air one more time and then we'll get the wheel put on. Getting the jack stands out. HellCat. Alright, we got the jack stands off, got it all started up, brake fluid is at the maximum level. We're just gonna go take it on a test drive, make sure we're not hearing no brake noise or nothing. Just got a patch in the side tire right there, dangerous. Do gotta wait for 2 lug nuts to come in on this side from the store because I forgot. So before we take it on a test drive, we're gonna wait for those 2 lug nuts. All right, so we got the lug nuts on. Let's go ahead, take this beast for a test drive. Make sure we're not hearing no weird brake noises. I checked over all the fluids because he's going on a little road trip, so I want to make sure everything's good to go for him.